First daughters were at home at the White House at the time of the incident.
The powerful emotions of the film American Sniper are being felt by moviegoers nationwide, including those who have served our country.
And that impact has been particularly touching for one local Marine. Channel 3's Don Kendrick spoke to him and joined us with his story. Don?
Right, touching, because this guy we're going to introduce you to has served alongside Chris Kyle in some of the same theaters anyway, and this community has rallied behind him here in Northeast Ohio. 32-year-old Marine Corporal Dan Hanson of Wkky served 4 tours of duty in Iraq and Afghanistan. So did Navy SEAL Chris Kyle.
Chris Kyle, he is a hero. He's a hero who saved a lot of other heroes' lives.
Today, Hanson is a different man, physically and mentally. His fight at home is with painful injuries and PTSD, part of why watching American Sniper was tough.
It was powerful. There were some hard things to watch in there. The combat scenes were intense. They were realistic.
But he watched it in a theater full of people who showed up to raise money for him. Was that theater packed?
I couldn't believe how many people came out there.
Raised $5,000 on theater tickets alone. Another $10,000 on a GoFundMe account to help pay for Dan's medical bills, in exchange for the check he and less than 1% of the population had the courage to write.
We basically wrote a check, a blank check to Uncle Sam, payable to everything, including my life.
Freedom is not free.
No, it's not.
Ask Dan's wife, Emily.
She has been my rock.
That rock moved in on autopilot tonight when Dan's hands started trembling, grounding Dan on one side, his 5-year-old twins like anchors on the other. The contrast of Kylie's little lily-white arm wrapped around her dad's, strong, covered in tattoos, testifying to a God who he says anchors them all.
Without all that, it's just, I'm nothing. Nothing but a shell of a man.
For those criticizing American Sniper and Chris Kyle,
I was proud to fight for the freedom of speech that they have, and I would do it again in a heartbeat so that they have that freedom. But until you've walked a mile in our boots, you have no idea what the cost of freedom is, period.
Hanson pointing out, quote, "We're losing more veterans to suicide every single day than we lose on the battlefield," he said. Dan Hanson on track not to be a statistic. Thank you, Dan, for your service. I'm filing this one under the good stuff. Russ and Sarah, back to you.
Thank you, John. Well, in other news tonight,